What's up, good people? What's up? I haven't had a car conversation in years on my YouTube channel. I've been doing it a lot on Instagram, some on Facebook, but I have neglected my YouTube channel. So I'm back with a vengeance. Let me tell you something, man. I hate toxic energy. I absolutely despise toxic energy, and I hate it on others, but I completely hate it on myself. You ever catch yourself in the middle of the most toxic rant of your life and just completely want to lose your stomach over what others are seeing from you? Let me tell you something. The characteristics we hate in other people, we completely hate in ourselves. The next time somebody else is doing something that is annoying the heck out of you, understand that it's annoying the heck out of you because that is a characteristic that you are trying to kill in yourself. That is a spirit that you are trying to annihilate from yourself. So you can't stand to see it in other people. Toxicity, which is actually a damn good song from System of the Downs. I think it was in the 90s or early 2000s. Damn good song. Let me get back on track. Toxicity is something I can't stand. And look, let me tell you guys something. And hear this loud and clear. If someone is spewing poison on somebody's name every time they're around you, when they are not around you, they will be spewing poison on your name as well. Now, I say that for you to understand that, not for you to destroy the company that you're keeping. I mean, you can keep that company, definitely. I mean, if you have fun, you have good conversations with that person, you enjoy being around that person, they bring you something to your life that is of value, hang out with them, enjoy their company, but understand the value they have to bring to your life has to be equal or greater than the value they are taking from your life by spewing that same poison on your name to the next person they speak with. You see, a toxic individual only knows how to be a toxic individual. Doesn't matter who they're around. Doesn't matter who they're speaking with. Doesn't matter who's watching them. A toxic individual, and we have to understand that these individuals, you know them, I know them. These individuals, one, need love. You guys have to know Legacy the Legend is all about spreading love and not allowing someone else's actions to be a barrier to my showcase of love. That's one thing that on this channel I want people to get. It's underneath it all, we have to be loved. So these toxic individuals need love, but secondly, these toxic individuals potentially don't understand how toxic they're being, and potentially don't understand why toxic they're being, how toxic they're being, and why toxic they're being. I know that second sentence isn't really a sentence, but you guys know what I'm saying, and I said it because it makes absolute sense. Someone is potentially being toxic for a reason that they do not understand. And when I see toxicity in a person, when I see fever pitch toxicity in the individual. I do not see an evil individual. I see a broken individual. I see a sick individual. And if someone got the common code and everyone around that person viewed the common code as a gateway to death, so they separated themselves from that person, then that common code would not be dealt with accordingly or dealt with appropriately. So toxicity is, well, it's a little bit deeper than the common code. I just used that for an example, but toxicity is the common code. And the proper way to entertain that, because sometimes we're going to listen and we're going to just sit there and laugh, which is providing a platform for that toxicity to remain toxic. Okay, sitting there listening to toxicity or someone spewing poison or someone spewing hate and laughing is just stirring the sugar into the Kool-Aid for them. It's making it sweeter and sweeter. It is delicious to their spirit to some extent. Now it might be damaging the spirit overall, but the conscious part of the spirit, or what they're seeking at that point in time, it's delicious, and they eating it up, and they learn that toxicity is going to give them something that they need in that temporary moment, or give them a temporary moment of satisfaction. If you compile a lot of temporary moments of satisfaction, you may find a way to completely ignore the real problem permanently, because you know how to find a temporary moment of satisfaction. No, we can't greet toxic people that way. When that shit talks begin, we address that shit talk with love. And I'm not saying give them a hug. No, I'm saying you show the brighter part of that shit talk. Excuse my French, or don't excuse my French. I'm speaking English. But I want to learn French, and I want to learn Spanish, and I want to learn Swahili. But that's off the point. Let's get back on the point. So when someone is talking reckless about someone else, instead of sitting and laughing, because let me tell you something, in order to embrace love and show love, it takes someone that is willing to stand outside the group, is willing to stand outside the pocket, is willing to get out of line from the lemmings that are jumping over the edge. Because most people are followers. I mean, we gotta understand that. This is why our society works. Most people are followers. It's easier not to ruffle any feathers. And I'm that way. I don't want to ruffle too many feathers, but when it comes to love, I will ruffle your whole chicken coop. Do you understand? So when someone is breathing toxicity out, especially my family members, man, when they got nothing but shit to talk, I counter it by showing them that there is love present in that individual, in that situation, in that arena. There is love present. That's how you counter toxicity. And if someone is so toxic that they can't stand to hear you counter, they will restrict themselves from being toxic around you. Now, just because they're not toxic around you doesn't mean they're restricting themselves from spewing poison on your name. However, you have taken a step to show them that their toxicity is not welcome. It is not beneficial. It is not fruitful. It's not productive. And it may be that step that they need in order to make a complete change or to entertain making a minimum change. I hate toxicity. I love love. So let's not entertain toxicity any longer, man. Let's not entertain individuals who want to spit on someone else's image, who want to tarnish someone else's reputation. And let's address every opportunity with love. With love. Don't laugh at the jokes. Don't laugh. I mean, if they're jokes, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be cracking up myself. You know, if it's jokes, I like laughing at jokes. I like laughing at people when it's a joke. And we can tell, we're human. We can tell when it's a joke and when it's not a joke. So don't laugh at someone who wants to destroy somebody personally. Don't laugh at that. Don't entertain. Don't nod your head and entertain. If you're going to listen to it, okay, listen to it. But formulate a way to address it that will benefit you, benefit the individual, and benefit the potential thousands of other people that they will try to destroy verbally in the future. One love, y'all.